for the first time in my life, was a state guest. I was a state guest at Kamkunji police station last night. It's the first time in my life I have ever entered a police cell and spent a night. I want to say, for those who may doubt how I am today, let me assure you that they treated me very well at Kamkunji police station. All the officers were very good. I got a few hours sleep, save for the times that they kept checking up on me to find out whether I'm well, whether I'm not. They treated me very, very well. And I want to thank them for their cordial hospitality at Kamkunji police station. The second thing I want to say is that I know Bwana Kinoti is but a poodle who has masters. So I will not address Bwana Kinoti. He is but a poodle who has masters. I'm going to address his masters. His masters sent him in 2017 to harass my family for 3 days, to purport that I want to overthrow the government of Kenya after an election that had been nullified by the High Court. The same masters went ahead and decided that they have not had enough of me. And after swearing in, they came for me again. The same masters came for my father, my 80-year-old father. In fact, not 80, 90-year-old father, who has never seen a police cell like I have seen today. Never. The same masters put an obituary of me in a newspaper and advertised my death. That is what is called a death promise. And since then, they have not stopped. They have not stopped. They did this primarily at the time because I was supporting the candidature that was in opposition to them, the candidature of Raila Amolo Odinga. In March 9th, 2018, my friend Raila Amolo Odinga went and had a handshake with that master. He went and had a handshake with that master. And when he had that handshake with that master, he went alone. I repeat, he went alone. He did not go with the people, the generals who were part of that fight in 2017. I was among them. In fact, we were together the day before. And the day before that, we were planning how to march to State House because he had been sworn in. How is he going to take his office? And in that meeting, I want to tell you, it was James Orengo, myself, and him. Orengo and I were shocked on the 9th when we saw him on TV like everybody else. He went alone. He left the generals he was in NASA, Alonzo Musyoka, Musalia Mudavadi, and Moses Wetangula. He left them too. He went alone. But he didn't just leave the generals. He left behind people who had sacrificed their lives. We have a count of 82 people who lost their lives during that period, between the election in August 8th to March 9th. 82 people that lost their lives, including baby Penny. He left them behind. There is Miguna, whose only crime alleged crime is that he swore Raila Odinga in. He left him behind. There is Moses Kajwang, whose only crime was wearing a wig at the swearing in. He did not even participate. He had to fight his case until just recently, when the judges said he had no case to answer. He's fought it for 3 years. I want to go on. Up until today, his own sister, Ruth Odinga, is still in court fighting an incitement charge. He left her behind. He left her behind to eventually come and tell us that his sole purpose for seeking Azimio presidency is to follow in the footsteps, nyayo za that master, and perpetuate the policies of that master. That master promised Kenyans a better life. And within 4 years, we had a poverty level that he inherited with Kibaki's regime of 38%. That master and his partner, within 4 years, had brought that poverty rate to 53%. Those are not the policies to follow. That is a betrayal to all of us. And I say here today that my friend Raila Odinga is Judas Iscariot, who for 30 pieces of silver, betrayed the truth and justice which was exemplified by Jesus Christ. That is who he is. They say when somebody shows you who he is, he advertises himself, don't doubt him. Do not doubt him. And I say this with a very clear conscience. A very clear conscience. And I want to today brand that partnership between the master of the poodle, who is a partner in the Azimio, with my friend Raila Amolo Odinga. Because let me tell you, it is not personal. I personally here do not personally feel betrayed. I can handle my own problems. I can handle my issues. I don't need anybody's help. I don't. God is there, and God will always save the righteous. I want to categorically state here, when I say betrayal, it is betrayal of many of those who cannot defend themselves. Many of those who lost their lives for a cause that was better than what one is saying today is going to follow. I remember the slogans in 2017, just like you and I. Those slogans, I think you recall, the driver had a particular name, now the conductor had a particular name. To tell us today that that is what you're going to follow is a big betrayal to those who have espoused the ideals which you have said you follow. So you are Judas. Na hiyo azimio ni azimio ya usaliti, si ya umoja. Ni azimio ya usaliti. And we shall see you at the ballot, and you shall know not only the wrath of God, but that of the people of Kenya. Asanteni sana.